How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the next round of Twitch drops. We're at round 21, and it is Trust in Rust 4. So it's the fourth time that Trust in Rust has come around, and they're working with Rad. And Rad is there to help people with any of their mental needs. Maybe, as simple as just needing someone to talk to, like a counselor, or as severe as needing to get psychiatric help, and everything in between. So that is definitely a really awesome thing. And so this is a charity going for that. And as you guys saw in my previous video, if you haven't already, there are some skins in the shop, and that money goes directly to the charity along with the proceeds that are earned during the stream itself. The stream is on the 15th, and the skins will be available for 1 week from when the stream starts. And you'll notice that in the shop, there's actually a metal face mask and chest piece, and this first drop here is going to be our first generic drop, and this one is going to be a 2-hour watch time of any of the, drops-enabled streams. So you could also just watch the main stream and also earn a drop from Hjune and a generic drop if you want to. But yeah, this is the kilt that goes along with it, so you can grab the kilt for free by just watching for 2 hours. And if you guys don't know how Twitch drops work, at the end of this video, there will be a small kind of generic tutorial that should cover most of the things that should arise as questions. Alright, next up for general drops, we have the wooden door. This one will run you 3 hours of watch time. So there you have that, and it is actually the third drop. The armored door comes before the wooden door, which is strange. But the wooden door does have a little tiny view window kind of down here. You can't really see too much out of it, but hey, it is a thing. And there's all these little post-it notes that have silly little stuff on them. And then as you can see here, you can see through this crack in the eye in Raid, so that is also quite special. And I think probably the reason why it's ahead of the other door, maybe? I don't know. Next, we've got the garage door, which comes right after the wooden door as the final general drop. This is also another 3 hours, and as you'll see, you can see through it the same way. There's a general view window in the middle, and then you got the tiny little ones here, kind of here on the side, and a little tiny vent at the bottom. So there we have that. And then we have the second general drop, which is actually the armored door. And this one is 2 hours. So there you have that. You can see it has the same kind of mesh thing going on, but of course you can't see through it, and that's probably because it has its own hatch anyways. So there we have that on those. And then of course, we got to see what the glow looks like. So here we go. Definitely very cool. And of course the glow is going to be different on each side with the wooden door. And the same on the garage door. The garage door does have a little bit of glow on the roller, which is notable always. And then of course there's that armored door. Then for our streamer specific drops, our first item is actually going to be the Rustoria Ak. And for this, you do have to watch Hjune's channel for at least 2 hours. Of course, you can earn the general drops while you're doing this, so you could work at the kilt while you're working at this AK, while just simply watching Hjune. So there you go. And of course, his channel will be, showing the actual main event and so forth. So there you have that. It says Rustoria nicely here on the back, and has kind of like a shimmery blue and silver tip to the actual site there, which is quite nice. And we'll just kind of spin around here and let the light hit it in different angles. It's really nice to kind of see that reflective coloring go on with the AK there. But there it is, everyone. The first streamer-specific drop. Next up, we've got the next streamer-specific drop, and it's going to be the sheet metal double door for Rustoria. And as you can see, it has kind of a unique little lighting system here at the bottom, which looks pretty cool. And it has those Rustoria colors. And of course matches, along with the AK. This one's going to also run you an additional 2 hours of watch time. Then our next piece is actually the Hjune Sleeping Bag. This is a 3-hour streamer specific watch. And you've got the always be cooking. And Very cool looking little sleeping bag, the rocket. It's also, of course, June's colors. Very well done. Very cool. And then lastly, we've got a continuation in June's cracked set with the cracked garage door. And this one has a very special feature of a hole that you can see through. So yeah, that is something quite different there. So most garage doors have kind of like windows or something, but this just has a big old hole in the middle of the design, which is very cool. So, of course, there's glow to go along with them. So there is the glow on that one. And the door. And, of course, the sleeping bag has a very cool glow. Whoop. There we are. Alright, but that does it for the drops, guys. So, if you are done with that, you know what you're doing. Go get them on the 15th when this starts. If not, you can watch the last part of this video here, which is a tutorial to kind of catch you up on how they work. So, thanks for watching, everyone, and stay rusty. Alright, guys, so you're going to start by going to the Twitch drops page, which is linked down in my description below if you don't already have it pulled up, and it's going to take you to here. And if you are brand new, you're going to have to sign in with your Steam account. This has to be the Steam account that you own Rust on and want the skins on. That's very important. And then you want to sign in with your Twitch, and the Twitch is going to need to be the Twitch that you're going to be watching the streams with. That should be pretty straightforward. Now, I've already done the Steam sign in, so I don't need to do that. But, you know, again, you just click here, and it's going to bring you to the Steam sign in window. Alright, so then once you're done through Steam, you're going to click sign in, and it will either ask you to, you know, sign in your stuff, then it'll ask if you can authorize, blah, 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 and you just say yes, and it will pop up with drops activated, and you should be good to go. Now, what you want to do is kind of look at a few things here. So we have a couple buttons that pop up. You've got logout, unlink, and check for missing drops. So logout's pretty straightforward. Unlink is going to be useful. Now, some people will get the error saying that you're already linked to a account. If that's what you're getting, you're going to need to find out which account that is, either your Steam or Twitch, log in the way I just showed you, and then hit unlink. Once that's done, you can then sign in with the proper account and link it properly, okay? So this is where that unlink button is when you're looking for it. Also, there's the check for missing drops button, which we'll get back to here in a minute, okay? So let's go ahead and kind of go through the basic FAQ, and the main thing here is what are the different kinds of drops, and I kind of explained that briefly already, but you've got the generic drop. Generic drops are drops you have to watch for a set amount of time, but you don't have to watch a set streamer. You can watch any streamer that has drops enabled. So technically, you could make progress towards two streamers at once, so to say. One of the generic drops and then one of the specific drops. So that's kind of how that works right there. And then there are the specific drops, which are, you know, you have to watch that specific streamer. Pretty straightforward there, okay? Now, those will all be posted on this page once it has been updated for the drops, so it's really easy. You just click on them and you're ready to go. Now, is there a way to check your progress? Yes, there is. So we'll go ahead and show that. You can literally just click here, or when you're at your Twitch, go to your Twitch inventory. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, and so it will take you here to your inventory, and as you'll see, you know, this is from the last campaign. And, well, actually, this could be a couple campaigns further ago because I'll probably keep using this. So as you can see, this is from the July 2021 campaign. And it'll start to show your progress here. So as you can see, I'm earning towards the generic drops, which were these two, and one streamer right here. And it shows the progress on both and how long you're going to have to work at it. Once this is done, the bar will be full and it will say claim. And until you claim, the next one in its progress won't start. So you'll see this one here will not start until this one has been claimed. And once you finish this, you're going to have to watch another streamer to start on theirs, or else you won't be making progress towards anything. So yeah, that's generally how that's going to work right there. All right, now that we're back on it with this, the next thing is going to be, can you earn drops faster and by opening more windows, logging into multiple accounts, blah, blah, blah. No, that doesn't work. The best you can do is earn a generic drop and a specific drop at the same time. Once you have finished the both or all of the generic drops, you can only work on one specific streamer at a time. Opening another window isn't going to help you with that. Now, if a streamer logs off halfway and you only have them partially finished, you can then move on to a different streamer that is online. Sometimes it can take up to 5 minutes to show you're making progress, but don't worry, you will. And usually it doesn't start at 0. You'll notice it pops up right away at 2 to 5% or something like that. Because like I said, it can take a little while to realize you switch people. But as long as the one you're watching is offline and no longer streaming Rust, you can switch to another person that is and work on them. Now, how long does it take for the drops to show up in your inventory? Again, this can take up to 10 minutes for them to show up after you've claimed them on Twitch. But if you didn't go ahead and claim them on Twitch, make sure you do, because there's no other way to do that. So once you've hit claimed, it can take up to 10 minutes to show up in your Steam inventory. If for some reason it isn't, you can come back here and click this check for missing drops button, and it will try to send them to you. For me, whenever I've done this, it usually works instantly. Again, there's going to be lots of people doing this at once. It could take some time, all right? And then, do you need anything special? All you need is a Twitch account, a Steam account, and you need to own Rust. If you have Twitch Prime or whatever, that's fine, but you don't need it. No Twitch Prime required, no extra fees or other things. You just need a Twitch account, Steam account, and Rust. Now, if you no longer know which one is linked or whatever, I already covered that, so we can skip it. And then if you don't own Rust, is there a way you can still earn them? And yes, there is. What you do is you claim them on Twitch, but you never send them over to Steam. As soon as you now own Rust, you come back to this page anytime. It will always be here. You can log in and click check for missing drops. Once you've clicked this guy, it should then drop them all from your Twitch into your Steam inventory, now noticing that Rust is there. So yeah, that's basically kind of the stuff right there that works with it. And if you are having a problem where it's not switching to another streamer, one thing you can do is clear your internet browser cache, close all your windows, reopen, and try again. That has always worked for most people as well. Just kind of another little tip with that. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your Twitch drops out there. Have fun getting them, and stay rusty.